Welcome back to a new video. This video will have two workouts in because my Thursday workout was pretty short, and I didn't want to make that a separate video. So you'll see the change of outfit. You'll see my fashion sense change halfway through, and I'll kind of mention it as we go. But in this first session, I wanted to do light weightlifting stuff. So I started out with, as you're seeing, a muscle snatch plus a, I guess, snatch grip SOTS press. I really don't know the technical name for it, but I mean, you know it when you see it, I suppose. I worked up to, I believe, just 50 kilos in this particular variation, and then I worked up to 80 kilos in the muscle snatch plus overhead squat, which felt kind of good, honestly. The last time I pushed muscle snatches, it was bothering my shoulder, and this time I didn't have any irritation with it. And it's really in that top point where you're turning over where I had the discomfort before, and now I really just don't have any. So I'm basically, I mean, like 95, I would say just about 100% back. Like the only thing it's really lacking is kind of like that maximal stability with heavy loads. But other than that, like, I mean, that just takes time and, building up to those weights. But as far as the discomfort or like not having the mobility, it's all basically there, which is quite nice. And now it's just kind of putting a nail in that coffin and kind of moving on to the quad tendon on the left side, just trying to make that thing not hurt so bad. But I mean, that kind of just ebbs and flows as the days go. And honestly, all the walking I do with teaching, like, maybe it's helping, maybe it's not, but at the same time, like, I'd rather have too much movement than not enough. So it's a problem I can work around, and I can kind of scale. Like, if it was something I thought was a detriment, like if I really thought it was making my quad tendon worse, being up all day and walking around and whatnot, I could sit more when I am teaching. So it isn't like I'm prohibited from it, but it's just like it feels better to be moving around. And it's a huge advantage of being a phys ed teacher is you just get as much movement really as you want. Like, I could honestly probably get 20,000 plus steps a day if I really honestly I could. Like, I honestly don't know how many steps I get, to be frank, in a day. I know it's a ton, but I could get unlimited amounts of walking in if I really wanted to, just because I'm, when you're teaching, you could literally just walk around the whole time. I could run all day long if I wanted. I could hop, gallop, whatever the kids are doing. I could do that all day long. So I really kind of unlimited movement time, which, is good if I wanted to. If I was like really overweight or something, I needed to lose a bunch of weight or something, I'd kind of have that advantage. But I'm not really in that state, thankfully. But it's almost the first week is done. This Friday, after Friday, tomorrow, it'll be done with the first full week. And since, actually today was the first full day where everyone's there. They did like a staggered start, so there's some days where some kindergarten or some first. It was a whole system that they have set up, but today was the first day where it was a full day with everything and some of the double classes that I have throughout the day. So it was definitely I don't want to say difficult. It was just more tiring than the other days, and that's just having a full day of work to do, which is going to be happening more often than not. That is for sure. But I'm happy with how I'm feeling this week and just the workouts that I've been having. I feel like they've been productive. The only thing I would really like to change is honestly nothing to do, particularly the workouts, because I think I'm kind of coming up with good ideas or good thoughts of what to do in each day with what I'm doing. And I hit this 180 in the front squat. I actually almost doubled 170. So if you've seen my shorts on Instagram, you would have seen the top front squat, but then you'll see here how close I was on the second double. It just slid off my front rack. So like my legs are getting stronger, which is really nice. I haven't doubled 170 in a while, and even though I missed it, like, it was literally just because it slid down. Like, I had plenty of strength to do it. And then this 180 felt much better than I expected it to, and then did a heavy deadlift, which is not really that useful, but like the double at 280 felt good. So it was nice to pull something and have it not feel bad. Or I guess not feel super heavy. Like, it's a pretty high percentage. I think it's like 90% of my all-time best, and to do it for a double and it be relatively routine. I haven't really pulled heavy in a little bit, so it was nice. But the workouts I've been having have been nice. I just kind of wait too long to do them, and some of that's just because you walk around all day, your feet are a little bit sore, a little bit tired, and you don't really want to just go home and immediately start doing more stuff. So I kind of get lazy with it, and I kind of have that advantage now since it's still nice out. But as the months wear on and it starts to get colder and I go to the actual gym more, then I'll kind of have to, you know, get going a little bit more, since I'm going to be adding in, you know, an hour of driving, 30 minutes from school to the gym, and then 30 minutes home. So I don't want to waste necessarily all of my time at the gym. So obviously, you know, I still want to eat and edit and prepare for the next day, and all of that. Another thing I've been happy with too is my sleep. For the most part, I've been getting enough of it, because I've experimented. I had this like mouth guard thing, not to keep myself from grinding, but to kind of help with snoring. Not that I even really snore that bad. And I went away from that, and my sleep has still been fine. And I've just been focusing on, you know, time in bed, making sure that, you know, I'm getting enough, or trying to get, you know, as much as I can. And I've been good with that. My morning routines have been good. So like I'm getting into that school structure, and it's just trying to maintain that. Yeah, this is a really difficult snatch balance, as you saw, which jumping from 100 to 130 is certainly too heavy, and then this 140, I just yeeted it forward. It certainly felt way too heavy. But it was interesting because like I knew, like as soon as I did it, I was like, that was way too much. But you'll kind of see the same thing on the jerk. Like I tried 155, but I actually tried it. It wasn't like I was like, oh, I'm just gonna pop it off my chest and just get away from it. Like I actually was trying to do the lift, which, you know, I jumped too much for that snatch balance to honestly to 130, but to 140 certainly should have not even. I mean, it wasn't really a realistic attempt. Same with the jerk at 155, but what it was telling me for both lifts is that I had the confidence going into them that I could do them, which is just a good indicator that things are moving in the right direction. I know it's kind of a weird thing, but it's like a positive miss in a sense. Like you can have misses where you're like, don't even attempt it, like if you Clark a lift or something. But then if you have a lift where you're going into it, you're like, all right, if I execute, I have a chance, I can do this, I know I can. And then you go and, you know, you don't have enough strength in that day, in that case for me. And snatch balance, the 140 is just everything about it felt too heavy as I was doing it, and I didn't have it in the right position or anything. But like just to have the thought of like, yeah, I can do it, and try to do it, indicates that, you know, things are hopefully moving in the right direction. But I'm, you know, hopefully doing things correctly. I'm not really sure what I want the Friday session to look like, because today was, you know, relatively lighter session, just with how quick and how little the volume is, the snatch balance and jerk workout. But I've been going pretty hard this week, and I don't really want to keep aggravating or trying to push my quad tendon when it's already kind of achy and sore just to do a 110 snatch or something. So I kind of just want to keep building, and I don't know, try to come up with productive ways to work out without just grinding myself into a pulp. So Friday might not be that heavy. Saturday might be. We'll just kind of have to see what I'm feeling by then. I know I got to get some stuff done this weekend. The number one priority is the grad school work, which honestly will probably be most Saturdays is when I kind of just do all of that for the next or the subsequent week. Or I guess the upcoming week, I can really do as much of it as I want. And then I also want to change the oil in my car, do yard work. So like my weekends are going to be busy with like boring stuff like that, but it should still be, I should still be able to be productive with, you know, lifting and whatnot. It's not going to get in the way of that, but I'll still be busy. I won't be doing absolutely nothing. I just will have to pay attention to that sort of thing. But anywho, that's it for this one. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. And if you have been harassing me, which I haven't had anyone harass me yet in the comments about my laundry or my grad school work, so I'm looking forward to hopefully someone seeing and recognizing that and leaving some hate comments down there about me doing my laundry, getting my clothes organized and all of that. I did do some cleaning today because the trash night was yesterday. They took all that trash, so I was able to throw more stuff out. So that's another thing on the weekend that I'm going to be doing, is getting stuff thrown away, and just continuing the deep clean, which I'm looking forward to, just to get as much clutter out of the house as possible. But that being said, we made it to the end, and I've made it to the end, so I'll talk to you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.